dictionary only, right? So let's start. And I think we discussed what is a dictionary, what basically it consists of. And I also specified you what are the different rules that we should follow while we are creating a dictionary. Okay. And what are those? Remember, dictionaries are nothing but a value of key value pairs. And specifically, I emphasized you while you are creating your dictionaries, ensure that you are using that is a better practice actually that you use for the keys whenever you are creating the keys, use immutable data types. Okay, and always put the meaningful things always, so that you can recognize. Unnecessary don't look means don't create like one equals to this, two is equal to this, or any random number you put a is equal to this, b is equal to this. Means why we want to create a dictionary, understand? It is a mapping, it's a mapping data type. Okay, and this is where your actually novice programmer try to do the mistake. Okay, whenever you will see a novice programmer, they will do some kind of mistakes while creating the dictionary or any program they are creating. I told you in the beginning itself, whenever you are naming something, okay, always use meaningful things, always use meaningful things which make some sense. Okay, so that later on when we are referring them, okay, suppose I create a dictionary, and in dictionary I have thousands of elements. Okay, and I just right now put some random values. Okay, random values I put. So how will I come to know, okay, what value I put? Although there are functions available, example d dot key or something like that, right? Example, there are methods available that we will see. But again, if you have given a random name, how will you recognize those? How will you recognize those? So always create meaningful ways, always create meaningful ways. It's not means that always you have to use a string. You can use any other thing that you want to use as a key, as a value. You can put anything that you want. Okay, value you can put anything as you want, but remember, keys always should be the some meaningful thing, always some meaningful thing that you want to put on. Okay, and we discussed that keys should be what? Keys should be immutable, means it should be like keys are immutable means you cannot change them. Once created, you cannot change the keys. Okay, only option is you can delete your key value pair. That is the option available. Your values are mutable. You can change your values, but keys once created, you cannot change them, right? So we saw an example. How can we create our dictionary? We are having key value pairs, right? And we saw some example. And other way also, how can we create our dictionary? By supplying like mango is equal to 50, apple is equal to true, something like that. In the values value, you can put anything. I have to just use my dict keyword and my dictionary was available. Then we discuss how can we access the elements of dictionary. Okay, and to access the element of the dictionary, within the name of the dictionary, within the square bracket, we pass their keys. Okay, we pass their keys. So of course, if you put the names randomly, then what will happen? You can understand itself. It will be very much difficult for you to recognize, okay, what I have to pass, right? So always put meaningful name for the same. How can we access that? That I told you. Okay, you can update the values. Very simple. That means your dictionaries are mutable. Means you can. How can you update the values? Same way you are accessing the element. Just put equals to sign. So means assignment operator is supported. And when assignment operator is supported, it is mutable. Okay, you want to delete any particular key value pair, you can just mention del keyword that we discussed. And then we discuss how to loop over the dictionary. So if I just use for I and D, then we know that this will in every iteration actually it will first of all this rule will love this loop will run for that many number of time, that many key value pairs are available in your dictionary. Okay, that many key value pairs are available inside your dictionary. Okay, you will run your loop that many number of times. Second thing is that what this I will become, this loop variable become by default will be what? Equals to is key values, whatever the key values. So by default will return the key values. For example, I think we were looping over some dictionary which was giving just the keys. But if we want to get the corresponding values, so we know that there is the key, we can pass this key inside the square bracket to access the element. Right? Now move ahead. Okay. So what this D is giving me, D is giving the dictionary, and by default, if I'm using in the loop, it will give me the keys. But actually, there are some methods in the dictionary with the help of which you can directly access the values as well. Okay, let me go through those. What are those? For example, we have a method known as D dot keys. If I press, yeah. Oh, I have not created a dictionary, so let me create a dictionary quickly. Suppose I'm creating, suppose again same, let it be mango equals to whatever, 1, comma 2, comma 3. Okay, I'm passing a list. And here I am putting some value, suppose apple. And here you can put anything. Remember, I told you here you can values, you can put anything, whatever you want to put. Okay. So suppose I'm putting this time any name. Just I'm showing you an example. Okay, that's the only purposes. And again, I want to create one more key, suppose this time banana. And here I am putting again a dictionary. It's my choice, whatever I want to put. And suppose in dictionary, I have only one element A and whose value is suppose 10. Okay. So in values section, whatever you want to put, you can put. Okay. But just that your keys name should be meaningful so that you, when you want to know, you can access those elements. Okay. So let me execute this. The dictionary has been created and I can verify D. Okay. This is my dictionary. Okay. So now see, there are different method over the dictionary that you can use on, and accordingly, we will use them in the loop. Example, if I mention D dot keys, okay, D dot keys method, D dot keys method of the dictionary, if I execute, see, I get a object. Okay, I get a dictionary object which is showing me the keys. What are the keys? Correspondingly, mango, apple, and banana. Okay, mango, apple, and banana. And this object is actually iterable. This object is what? Actually iterable. So I can run my loop over this. For example, for I in D dot keys. If I mention here, okay, and run my loop like print I. Okay, can you see what I get? Mango. Just a second. Yeah. Okay. So I can get those loop, and it is what? Remember, we are able to run them over a loop. That means what? It is an iterable. That's why I'm able to iterate it. Okay. So sometime what you can do, see, if I use this same thing, d dot keys, okay, and pass it inside my list function, d dot keys. See what I'm getting. So actually, sometime in interview they ask you this question. Okay, tell me how can I get? Tell me only I want individual values of this. Means these keys I want. Okay, only keys I want. So if I use d dot keys method, so it is giving me an object, dictionary keys. This is right, and which is an iterable, right? So I can iterate over it. Immediately should come to your mind. If I am able to loop over this in my for loop, that means it is iterable. And once it is iterable, that means I can convert into the another sequence if I want. So I just pick the list and convert this dict dot keys into a list. Now you can use it the way you want. So sometime intentionally interview they ask you, okay, I'm giving a dictionary. I want to access individual element of this. Tell me how will I get mango? This is fine. You can say, I can give you the value corresponding to this. This is very easy, right? I can simply say, everybody can send, anybody can say, okay, I will give you this value D in a square bracket, mango. I'll get corresponding values. But suppose he says, no, 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 I want this mango from the dictionary. How will you give me? And trust me, as per my experience, 99.99% people fail here. 99.99%. People immediately failure say, sir, I don't know the method of the same. I can get the keys like this. Okay. But how to get individual mango? I don't have an idea. I never studied that. Actually, these things are not mentioned in the books. If you see even the books, they are not mentioned. These things should come by your experience and by your concept. Okay. Immediately should come to your mind. Okay. I'm able to iterate over it. That means it is an iterable. Okay, so within the list function, I can pass my iterable. And once I'm able to pass my iterable, I will get a list. And once it is a list, no problem. This is the 3-element list, right? So I can access any element of this. What I can do? I can put a square bracket. If he needs mango from me, I will pass an index of this. That's 0. So I will be able to get mango immediately. Clear, everyone? Any doubt in this? Please tell me. It should be important. It should be important. Understand the core basics, okay? How things work. Your life will become easy. If you can relate, okay, how it is working, how can I relate? Because it cannot be possible if you say I will become master in the Python even 1 year. No, not possible. Nobody is master of anything in this world, trust me. Nobody is master of anything. If he's saying I am the master, he's the biggest fool in this world. Just that you should know the basics. If you know the basics, it may be possible you don't know the concept, but after some time, of course, you will get the concept. Tell me, everyone, this concept is clear what I just told you? How can we get the individual elements if I want of the keys? Values is very easy, right? Is it okay, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, remember that. Similarly, we have a method d dot keys. Similar method, we have one more method available known as values. Okay, directly we can want to get the values. Okay, because sometimes it may be the requirement. Your boss may say, okay, fine, this is available in the form of dictionaries. Okay, that is fine. Do one thing, create a separate list for all the keys. Okay, which what items I'm having, and create a separate list for all the values. Something like this he's asking from you. Okay, all the values, give me that, give me a list of the same. Okay, so again, we have a function in the dictionary known as d dot values. Okay, if I execute this, I'll get all the values. But again, in a table. Again, a table known as a dict dot values. So immediately should come to your mind. Okay, let me check. Am I? Will I be able to iterate over it? Yes, you can iterate over this. If I mention for I in d dot values, okay, and if I put a colon and say print I will be able to get values, right? So I means I will be able to iterate over it. And when I'm able to iterate over it, of course, that means it is iterable. And when it is an iterable, that means I can use my list function over it. So I can directly pass what? D dot values, and it will give me my values in form of list. Right now, from this, anything you want to access, your choice. Easily you can access. Okay. Similarly, d dot values function, we have one more function here or method there known as d dot items. D dot items method. Okay. It give you both the things, key value pairs. Okay. It will give you both the things, that is key value pairs. See. So I'm getting d dot items. So it is showing me, see, every key value pair has been packed inside a tuple. Every key value pair has been packed inside a tuple. So the now you can use them the way you want. Okay, again, because see, it is again iterable. So if I mention here for I in d dot items, okay, if I mention here colon print and I see, I'm able to get individual element. What is first element? A tuple. Okay, second element, this tuple. Third element, this tuple. Clear, everyone? So sometime actually, what is the question? Next question come into the interviews. They say, okay, show me one thing, okay, without the use of d dot items function. Without the use of d dot item function, I'm repeating once again. Show me or print the values in terms of this. Means first thing should come as your key value, whatever is the key thing is available. After that, a comma should be there. And after the comma, whatever value is that should appear without using d dot items. Okay, without using d dot items. D dot items can give me directly. Okay, what I want, first of all corresponding key, then corresponding value. It should appear like this. Or even suppose parentheses is also needed. Let me take it this way. Can you try, everyone? How can we achieve this requirement? Requirement is clear. We want a key and a value without using d dot items function. With the help of d dot items, we can easily achieve or not? Just tell me, yes or no? It's a one-liner only, right? It's a one-liner, but same requirement we have to achieve without one-liner, is without d dot items. And that's why I always specify, don't always rely on the built-in functions. Develop your own logic. Okay, how can I do that? How can I do that? How can I do that? And this is the way to learn efficient coding. See, if he's saying, okay, you are not allowed to use d dot items, but he didn't said you are not allowed to use anything else, right or wrong? He said just d dot items is not allowed. Only thing he mentioned, na, d dot items, but he didn't said that you cannot use d dot keys here, right? And he didn't said you cannot only d, which we used, I think, earlier, right? So he said, no, you can use it, but d dot key items is not allowed. So now your programming picture thing should come into your mind. Means if I use this for I and d, I mention, I just example, I just mentioned print I. What I'm getting? I'm getting corresponding keys. Very good. Now everything is solved. Now tell me, can't we get from the keys corresponding values? Tell me, everyone. Okay, somebody also posted some question. Tell
So
me,
we can
everyone.
mention for key comma value in D
Key
and
is
print D.
I. Key is I. Yeah,
Instead
then.
of no in for loop
Mhm.
for I in D instead of for key and value key comma value in D
Mhm.
and print key comma value.
Sorry. Can you repeat once again? I didn't get you. Yeah, please.
Uh, you mention in line number 15 for I in D. Instead of this, we can mention for key comma value in D and print key comma D, key comma value.
Okay, you mean this way, key, comma, value, right? In D.
Yes,
This is you are saying?
yes,
Okay,
yes,
let me
yes.
try. I don't think so it will work. Key, comma, value. Yeah, see?
We can
The,
mention
the,
in
the reason is actually obvious. What D is returning actually. You should see from this. That's why it's not a tuple. So we cannot unpack this. Okay, only one
okay,
value
okay.
is coming actually. See what it is saying, too many values to unpack. This D is returning only a
And
single value. Okay, D is returning only a single value, and that is the key actually. If you see here, see, so we cannot use it. How value will come?
Sir, D of I.
I comma
Yes, D of I.
D of I.
Right, let me execute this. Fine, it is fine, but what he said, see, he want in this manner. His mango should come, then a comma should come, then the value should come. Right, mango, then what we are doing. Got an idea, everyone now? Tell me.
Sir, instead of D and I in square brackets, we can mention D dot items and curly bracket.
D dot items in means where
D dot
where where
items and then curly bracket. Instead of D and I into square bracket in print statement.
and that is fine. That is fine. That is option. But again, you will get the answer this way only, no? But D dot items will give you what? Tell me, getting an idea. D dot items will give you everything.
Values.
It will give you everything. D dot items is not allowed. Remember, that's why I said D dot items is not allowed. You're not allowed to use D dot item, but he need answer this way. A mango, then a comma, and then corresponding value. Means first of all, key should come, then comma should come, then the value should come. Tell me, everyone. So far, with the help of this only we can do. Don't worry. This is fine, but we have to bring it in this format. How can we bring this in this format? That is the only thing is now. This is fine. Whatever you have mentioned, I and DI, this is fine. Only thing is required, it needs to be bring in this format. Can we use format string, everyone? Tell me. He's saying that, I think Varun is saying this. Oh, I missed, I think, one parenthesis. See, good Varun. Without even a format string, it is achievable. What they did, we just pack these values inside a tuple, right? And same requirement is achieved. Right? And same thing without even tuple you can achieve, but using format string, right or wrong? Exactly same thing. With the help of format string you can achieve. Can anybody tell me how can we achieve with the help of format string? I will mention here. You will mention here what? Double quotes. Okay. What he needs, first of all, a parenthesis. In this parenthesis, first of all, he needs first item. So I'll put up this one. Then I put a comma here. Then I need a second item here. Then after that, I can put dot format. Okay. And after the format, I can put what? In first parenthesis, what I need? I need I. And second, what I need? E dot I. Okay. And if I execute this, see, same thing, we can achieve this way as well. Okay, just play with it. Okay, lots of questions will come, to you. Just explore, go to the notebook and explore. Okay, why I'm getting this, why I'm getting this, why I'm getting this, what kind of output should be achievable, why I'm not getting this kind of output. Just play with the notebook. Okay, play with your notebook. And before asking someone, or before referring to the internet, first give your best. How I am not able to achieve this. Once you fail in every scenario, then only refer internet or ask someone. That is fine. First, you should play with yourself, because when you play with yourself and you are doing mistakes, actually, this is how I learn also. When I type several times, I get mistakes. So I make a note, okay, this is giving me wrong thing. That means this concept is wrong here. It cannot be applied here. So that way learning is more. Suppose what happened, you ask me something or you differ from the internet at one place, okay, only at one place, and you get an answer and you sit silent. You learned only one way to solve the problem. Okay, but when you are exploring and exploring and exploring, you are giving a best, then the same problem you can solve by multiple ways. I hope it makes sense, everyone. Is it fine? Can I move ahead if it is okay? Clear? Both the things are clear, this one and this one? Tell me.
Yes, sir.
Clear, sir.
Okay, so let me move ahead. Okay, so three methods we just saw. Other methods that are available is, suppose I want to empty my dictionary. Okay, so I have a method known as d.clear. If I execute this, okay, and check my dictionary is an empty dictionary now, right? It's an empty dictionary, right? Now let me do one thing. Let me quickly create a dictionary once again. Suppose d again, and I'm creating a simple dictionary, x colon suppose 10, and second value is suppose y colon 20. Okay, I executed this, come here, and now suppose different method. Let us explore. So again, method is, and we know how to get the different methods. You can just press D and just press tab. All the method will be appear in front of you. Okay, all the method that you can see will appear in front of you. For example, let me come here. Means you same dictionary again back. No. You cannot undo the operation. Undo operation cannot be done. It is cleaned and gone. It is an empty dictionary now. Okay, undo operation is not there. Yeah. So D dot, I'm here. Okay, so different method. Let me come here. So copy clear is seen. I copy. I told you just wait. Let these all the data types clear. I'll tell you shallow copy and deep copy. Now come to the from keys. Okay, what it does. Okay, go inside and read the definition. What it says. See, D dot from keys. Okay, what it will do? It will create a new dictionary with keys from iterable and values set to value. Okay, means if you want to create a new dictionary and use some iterables available, understand, if you have an iterable available and those element of that iterable you want to make as a key, and what value we will assign, that we will mention in the value. Example, what I do, I come here, I can use any iterable. Suppose I am passing here an iterable list where I mention suppose a, and I mention suppose 10. Anything we can mention is my choice. Suppose 10. Okay, so whatever I will mention first, this will become keys. This will become key. So let me execute this, no problem. Okay, so see, a new dictionary has been created whose key is a, okay, and value is set to none because we didn't supply any value. So default value is set to what? None. That's why default value is set to none. That's why the value of both the keys, this is none and this is none. But suppose I want to set any particular value, then I can do that quickly. Again, suppose I said uh, d dot from keys. Okay, and let me first of all check my d should be the way it is. Yes, d is original, d is the way it is. It is just returning, which you can to save anywhere you want to save. Okay, d dot from keys, and within that I can pass any iterable. Suppose the iterable is same iterable. Let me take this time. Suppose this iterable I'm taking. Okay, and I'm passing any value this time. I created two lists. Sorry. And suppose I'm passing a value to be here 100. Okay, so again I will get a dictionary. A new dictionary will be there, which will have two keys. One will be a, one will be 10. One will be a, one will be 10, and the corresponding values will be 100 only. Both will have the same value. So if I execute, can you observe, everyone? Clear? Okay, here we didn't supply any value, so automatically it has taken the none. That is the default value. When I supplied the value, so that value will be taken, and now you can save it anywhere you want. Suppose a new dictionary like this. Done. And now your D1 will be, yes, Okay, but that doesn't mean that you have to create a first of all a dictionary, then you have to use this method. Okay, the same way what we can do, we can come here. Suppose I want to create a new dictionary D2. I can mention the word dict dot press tab. See, it is available here. Not mandatory that you have to create first dictionary and you want to, a list is given to you and they say, okay, now do one thing, you have to create a dictionary. And right now, because we can update dictionary later on, just a list of student is given to you. Right now, randomly giving them 10 number to everyone. Later on, we'll update when the new data will come. Okay, we'll give them something. Okay, or for example, anything you can do. Example, a copy checking is given to you. You are a faculty and a copy checking given to you. Somebody gave you a list, okay, and say please feed the marks in this. But remember, this list should be prepared today itself. Okay, list should be prepared itself. So what you can do, you can create quickly a dictionary, okay, from any table, and suppose in that you pass an table where the names are available like Mr. A, okay, Mr. B, okay, and Mr. C, something like that. Suppose 3 students are there, and what value I want to pass? I want to pass copy not checked, copy underscore not checked. Okay, I just passed here. So a dictionary will be created. Okay, let me execute this. Where I did the mistake. Where is the problem? Everything seems fine. Where we are doing the error? Invalid syntax. Why it is so? Let me come once again. Dict dot, yeah, from keys. Sorry, I missed the function. From keys, yeah, now fine. Yeah, done, right? It has been created, and now let me check now D2. Can you see? And once anybody copy getting checked, right? Your boss want to continuously observe it, says copy checked of Mr. A, so no problem. So what marks Mr. A got? Just go here. A got 73 marks. I'm updating the record. Done. Sorry, D2. D2. Sorry, D2. Got check my D2 once again. See everyone now updated. So you can keep and check every time. Okay, whenever a nurse, somebody's copy is getting checked, you can assign him marks quickly. Okay, as I told you, just you should understand what I can do and you can explore your options. Right, everyone? Is it fine? What we can do with the help of from keys? Tell me,
Yes,
right?
sir.
Okay, so let me move ahead to the next function. Suppose I'm going here, D dot, again, what is the dictionary I've created? I think D, yeah, D is there. Let me press tab. Okay, now from keys done, let me go to the get. Read and read inside, always read. Okay, what it does, return the value for the key if the key is in the dictionary, else default. Okay, else default means suppose you have again this dictionary is created, right? This dictionary is created and you entered 3 students A, B and C. Okay, and you want, okay, give me the marks of this particular student, give me the marks of this particular student, right? So what you will do, you will pass its key here, so it will return its corresponding value. Okay, its corresponding value if that person is present. If that person is present in dictionary, means your that key is present in your dictionary, it will return that value. If it is not present, then it will return the default value. What is the default value that you have set right now? None. But you can change it. Suppose in my dictionary in D2 itself, if I check A, okay, so we know that A is present in this, so what I will get 73, right? But if I check something which is not present here, suppose D, so it is actually returning none. If you want to see, let me show you that. Let me save in a variable S. Okay, and let me check S print. What is that? None. Right? So it is returning none if night. But what you can do, you can make it smartly. Okay, something like this. Okay, if D2 dot get means if he is present, return me this value. If he is not present, then do something. Mention not present. Okay, so if I execute this, okay, if whatever element is present, suppose I pass A here, so we know that A is present, so it will return me marks 73. But if I check D this time, what I will get? Not present. because it is not present. So it will return the value that you have specified here. Okay, like this. Clear, everyone? Fine. I'm
Yes.
not getting.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Fine. Let me move ahead again. Suppose D dot again I press, and this time come to items we have seen. Okay, keys we have seen. D dot items, D dot keys we have seen already. Let me come to the pop. Okay, and what it does. Always read inside. Always, whenever you're using, read inside the definition. Okay. See, always read complete definition. What it is saying: remove a specified key and return corresponding value. Okay, remove a specified key and return the corresponding value. But also read again. If key is not found, default is written if given. Otherwise, key error is raised. Read it properly, everyone. Means if I want to remove an element, so I'll pass its key. Okay, if that key is present here, okay, then that element will be removed from the dictionary and its corresponding value will be written. Okay, its corresponding value will be written. But if that key that you have passed is not available and you have not specified the default value option, which is available, means this one, which is optional argument, okay, then a key error will be written. Suppose what is my D? I think D is my having only value X and Y. Okay, so let me pass here something else, or let me pass first of all X. X will be removed actually immediately. I don't want to do that. Suppose I'm passing C here, or before that, let me check X once, D once again. Okay, D is having X and Y. X we are having Y, we are having A. Let me pass C. Okay, so C is not there, right? Let me execute this. What I'm getting, key error, because C is not present in the dictionary. Okay, because C is not present in the dictionary. That's why. Okay, but suppose what I did, instead of C, I will to supply a default value. That's what I'm saying. Key is not found. Default is written if given. So suppose I mention here element not found. Okay, element not found. If this C is present, then this C will be removed and its value will be returned. If it is not there, then this will be returned, element not found. So if I execute this, see what I'm getting, element not found. But if I don't give element not found, this default value, if I didn't specify, it will give me a key error. See, so it should be clear what has to be passed. So let me again mention not found example. So this time it will return me not found. Similarly, suppose I mention something which is present, D dot pop. Okay, and I mentioned this time, suppose A. So as the A is present, so what happened? This key value pair will be removed from this dictionary and the corresponding value will be written. 73 will be written, which you can save in anywhere. Okay, suppose I'm saving in a variable known as Q. Okay, so if I execute this, that has been done. If I check my D, this A will not be there. See, A has gone. And if I check my Q, the corresponding value of this key value pair will be there. That is your Q. Fine, everyone.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Similarly, suppose you have a dictionary now and you want to update this dictionary. Okay. Again, you have a D available and you want to update this dictionary. So what option is there? D dot update. Okay. And here I can pass my dictionary once again. Here again, I pass my dictionary. Suppose same value A, I want to back it here again. Okay. Same A I want. So I can mention here A colon 50. Okay. So pass my dictionary here. So this dictionary will be, understand, added to my this dictionary. Okay, that is D. So if I execute this and check my D this time, I have A back again. Fine, everyone, please check.
Fine.
Others, any doubt in this, everyone? Even single, then tell me right now. Okay, so let me move ahead. There is one more option available here. If I go here and pass D dot set default. Okay, see what it does. See, what happens? Suppose I pass a key here. Suppose X. Okay, I pass a value x here, and let me first of all read the element. Always that is better. Okay, so it's mentioning key and the default. Default is by default none. So insert the key with the value of default if the key is not in the dictionary, and see that is the better. Always read properly. Is he saying first read this? Return the value for the key if it is key is in the dictionary. Okay, return the value of the key if key is in the dictionary. If that key is present, then its corresponding value will be returned. No problem. But suppose if that key is not present, then what will happen? A new element will be added to your dictionary. Okay, a new element will be added to your dictionary, and what will be the key of that element? Whatever value that you have passed here. For example, let me do one thing. Let me pass x here. X is already present, so I will get 10. No problem. Very good. Okay. Now let me pass d dot set default and pass here. Suppose anything which is not present, let's say w. Okay. So what will happen as w is not there? So a new key value pair will be added to my dictionary, whose name will be w. Okay, means key will be w and value will be none, because default value what it is mentioning, see, none. So if I execute this and check my d, see a new element has been added, w, and whose value is nothing but none. But we can control it, right? We can control it. How? D dot set default once again. Okay, so any value we want to pass other than default. So suppose again I'm passing another element, suppose f this time. I know f is not there. Okay, so what happened? I should do this. How it should be used? Understand how it should be used means if the value is present, of course, then if the key corresponding key is present, of course it will return me that corresponding value. 100% it is going to return me that value without any problem, right? It will return me that value. But if it is not present, then what value you want to set there? Okay, example. This is a student list, right? This is a student list in which the student name is mentioned. First student name and his corresponding attendance. Student name corresponding attendance. Student name corresponding attendance. Student name corresponding attendance. So what uh, I want attendance of that person. Okay, so I pass here X. So I will get the corresponding attendance of the X. But what I want, suppose that person is not there. That means that a student has recently admitted. So what I mention, example I mention here, Q. Then I can mention here, okay, newly admitted. Okay, Q means newly admitted. If I will pass anything else here, the thing which is available here, then 100% I will get the correct result. See, if I pass here again Y, so we know that Y is present there, right? Y is present there, so it will give me the Y's attendance, no problem. See, but if I pass anything which is not present there, so means you can keep it like this. Just change this value. Suppose this time I'm passing W. W is already there, so let me pass suppose Q. So Q is not there. As Q is not there, so I'll get a new key value pair whose key will become Q and value will become newly admitted. If I execute this and check my D this time, can you check? A new key value pair has been introduced here, where your key has become whatever the key that you passed here, which is not available in my list, and the newly admitted value that you have entered in the default section. Right? And you can keep this function like this. You can keep this function like this. Okay, you can just change. Again, you want some value of any person, suppose A. So you can pass A here, no problem. It will give you the value of A because A is present in my dictionary, right? See, I get the attendance of A. But again, if I mention somebody else, suppose this time R. So Mr. R is not there. If I execute this, I will get a new dictionary, new key value pair, R and newly admitted. And you can verify this. See, fine, everyone.
Yes, sir.
Right? Remember there you can actually make countless. Just you have to think, how can I relate to these? How can I relate to this? How it can be helpful for me? Okay, you can bring any data from anywhere and you can use it as per your requirement. Now, actually, this is one of the topic which was asked to me when I learned my data science nearly 5 to 6 years back, and I was not able to answer that question because nobody taught me that. So I will like to explain you what is that actually. Although you will use it rarely, but let me tell you, that is dictionary comprehension. Okay, dictionary comprehension. I never listened that word earlier to that when it was asked me from interview. Okay, because whatever I studied, I always studied list comprehension. I never studied dictionary comprehension, but it is there. So what it is actually, again, understand, it's a shorter syntax. It's a similar to your list comprehension, shorter syntax of creating dictionary, creating dictionary from an iterable. Okay, it's a shorter syntax of creating dictionary from an iterable. Remember what is list comprehension? Shorter syntax of creating list with the help of any iterable. Same way it is. We were creating the list. Here we are creating a dictionary using any iterable. So what is the syntax of the same? Very, very simple. Suppose I'm saying my dict. So what is the symbol of dictionary? Means how do we represent? Like this in the current this what we call curly braces. Okay. So what you will mention here, see item. Okay. Means key value pair, because always it consists of key value pairs. So you will mention item example, expression, and then for item in example, any iterable you can mention. Any iterable. Suppose I mention items. Iterable is items. Right? Item colon expression for item in items. Okay. Let me say, suppose you have any kind of dictionary you want to create. It's your choice. Okay. Suppose I have, even I can use my dictionary as well here. Okay. If I want to create my dictionary, so I can use my dictionary as well. So anything I want to create, it's entirely my choice. Suppose I'm mentioning my dict equals to, I'll come here later on. First of all, mention here for item in, suppose there is a list known as 10, okay, 20, and 30. Three elements are there. Okay. For item in 10, 20, 30. So I mention an iterable here. And we know that it's a for loop. So it will run for 3 iterations. So remember, as many number of times actually this loop will work, as many elements are there in this particular iterable. So it has 3 elements, so 3 time loop will run. So we'll get 3 value of this item. Okay. Now what I can use these as a key, and I can use these as a value. It's my choice. So what I mention here, whatever name I have used here, remember, properly use them. Item. Okay. Item. And I will be create dictionary by putting colon. And suppose what I want my dictionary to be, this to be the key, and twice of this element to be my values. Twice of these to be my values. So I mention here twice of item, like this. Okay. So what will happen? How many elements are there? 3 elements are there. So this loop will run for 3 times. So item in first iteration will have the value 10. So this will become 10 colon 20. This will be my first element of the dictionary. Okay. Then in second iteration, this 20 will become your item, right? So item will come here, then 20 colon 40 will become your second dictionary key value pair. Similarly, in third iteration, this will be 30. So 30 colon 60 will become my third key value pair. So in my dictionary, if I execute this, I will get 3 elements or 3 key value pairs. My dict. Something like this. Clear, everyone? Now I'm giving you a question. If you can solve it, okay? What is the question? Little bit tricky. Question is this, and actually this is a task which has been given in one of the data science competition. That's what I'm giving you right now. Okay. If you understand the concept, then you can do in 2 minutes. Question is this. You have a dictionary, suppose. Okay. Name is D. Okay. In which you have a few elements like mango example, mango price is there, which is mentioned in dollars example right now, 50. Okay. Apple price is given, which is suppose 100. And dollars, in dollars these are, okay. And then again, suppose banana price is given, which is suppose $70. Okay, this is given to you. And now the competition says that convert these price means create a new dictionary or create a dictionary in which, understand everyone, create a dictionary, okay, in which these prices should be, or modify this dictionary, whatever is the requirement, is your choice. Okay, suppose modify this dictionary or create a this dictionary, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so modify this dictionary in a manner that, or create a new dictionary in a manner that these prices should be converted into the US dollars. So no, these are already in US dollars, convert them into the British pounds. Clear everyone? What is the requirement? This dictionary is given to you and they want a new dictionary you can create. Okay, fine, that is perfect. But these prices should be mentioned in what? In US British pounds. Sorry, in British pound. Whatever is the conversion rate, apply that conversion rate onto these values. Because this can be a real-time scenario in the data science. Okay, you may work in an industry and that industry may be your US client, right? But they want to open their business in the example, they want to send their requirement in the UK. Okay, so but rate list they are having is in the US dollar. You want to convert that rate list into the British pound. So how will you do that? Any idea? Just think, you can get that answer. If you think, you can get the answers. First, tell me, question is clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so question should be clear. So means requirement is something like this: a new dictionary. Okay, an example, suppose $50 in British pound is equal to 35 British pounds. Example, just I'm giving an example. Okay, 100 is equivalent to suppose 70. Okay, and again 70 is equal to 14, and this is my requirement. Clear? Means your British pound rate is higher, so you have to convert them. I will don't ask you such any that kind of question. Okay, put this here, then what we will get, put this there, what kind of that. I'm telling you those question actually that you will face in the data science. If you're gonna work, 100% you'll get this kind of problems. Rest of the things you can practice yourself. Put this thing here, what I will get. Put this thing here, what I will get. That you can play and you can get the answers. That's not a problem. You should understand the core concept. Okay, how I can implement the logics. Simple question, anyway, I can answer you. Okay, or you can answer me, or you can even search on the Google that you can answer. But this kind of question, it will be difficult for you to get. Tell me, everyone. At least try. At least try. And nobody is answering. That's very bad.
Sir, sir, we will do it the same thing again. Like we will create my dict equal to
Mm-hmm.
then item,
Mm-hmm.
then whatever the change in.
But how will we come across that? It's very simple. It's a one-liner only.
Yeah,
It's
like if
not
it's a
complicated.
point, like if it is 0.5, so then 0.5 into
Yes,
item
yes.
dot values,
Okay.
and
But
then for
how
item
will we get those values?
we will write item dot values, and then for item in
If I will
D3.
make uh-huh.
I mean D, sorry, not D3.
Tell me once again. Everything is logic is perfect, but how we can we actually implement?
Okay.
Hmm.
Uh,
Implementation.
yeah. My dict equal to
Okay, let me write. That is better. My deck or anything. Suppose my fine
uh,
equals to
equals to
uh,
item
item. Very good.
colon,
Mm-hmm.
then whatever the
Suppose conversion
conversion
rate
rate
is
is.
your dollar is 70%. Okay, so suppose
Okay,
0
so
0.7. 0.7.
0.7
Mm-hmm.
into
Mm-hmm.
item dot values.
Item dot values. No,
No,
no.
because we are dealing with.
There is nothing like key dot values function. Huh? Nothing is like this.
Okay, so
That's actually catch. That's what I give you this question. Yeah, this is one way. This is one way that he's mentioning. But tell me complete syntax. What is the dictionary name? Dictionary name is D, na? So for example, suppose I mention for item in D. Okay. So what this D will give me? This D will give me what? Remember? This D will
0.7 into
this D will give me what? Yeah, come on. This D will give me only keys, right? This D will give me only keys. I need values. So item will become fine. Key. That's perfect. But I need values. So what I can mention here?
For
D.
item in D
D
dot
of I.
values.
D of item. Right or wrong? Tell me everyone. What D of item will give me? This D is going to return me what? Keys. Right or wrong? We have seen that. It is going to return me keys only. Or we can mention D dot keys. It's my wish. Right? D dot keys will give me keys. So for item, for every loop, I will have item. That item will come here. Right? Colon 0.7. I just mentioned in here D dot item. What it will become? The corresponding value. Right? I think this thing Varun told or other person has also told. Let me execute this. Okay. And let me check my this time. Can you check everyone? This is what we were seeking for. Right? Am I audible or not? I'm not able to hear anyone.
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Okay. This was complete silence. Is it clear? How we achieve this? Very simple.
Yes, sir, clear.
Okay. And these are the question. What happened? What happened, Varun? Why it's not right? The answer is wrong. Yes. Answer is wrong. No, answer is right here. Answer is not right. 0.7 is not multiplied. It is multiplied. See, this is the D actually. It is multiplied, Varun. See, this is the D, not this one above one. We saw this is the sample result that we need. If we check our D, D is this one. See, what is the D? This is your actual D. So 50 multiplied by 0.7 will be what? 35. 100 multiplied by 0.7 will be what? 70. 70 multiplied by, no issue. 70 multiplied by 0.7 will be 49. Okay, so this was just the result. I show you what result I expect. So it is, see, it is not executed even. It's a blank cell. Right? I just showed you this result I want. Tell me everyone. And this was actually these kind of questions you may get in the data sciences. Okay, this is given. Now obtain, how will you obtain that? Well, how easy it is with the help of dictionary, right or wrong, everyone? Tell me, with the help of dictionary comprehension, how quickly we can achieve the requirement this, right? Within one line, without even worrying about how I will do that. Otherwise, other ways are also there, but that ways are complicated. Clear, everyone?
Yes.
Yes, sir,
Okay.
clear.
So without dictionary comprehension, can you do this? Tell me, can you do this without dictionary comprehension?
Yes, sir, we can do that.
Yes, but it will be tedious, long
It will be
process.
tedious. We have to
It will be
take
tedious.
values and then we have
Yes,
to
yes,
multiply it and then
yes. We have to get the individual values one by one, right? You have to get those values, multiply by 0.7, and then again change the values of these. D mango is equal to 50, means this value obtained, and after those, after this, and accordingly. So that will be 3-4 steps involved. Better than that, in one liner, we can do with the help of dictionary comprehension, or directly we can use a for loop. It is nothing but a simplified form of the for loop, if you see properly, right or wrong. It is simply just a simplified form of the for loop, just to make your life easier, right? So let me move ahead now. I think we are done with the dictionary. Let me move to the exceptions. Okay, what do you mean by exception? Let me come here. Okay, so before coming to the exception, actually understand this way, we everybody of us do the mistake. Okay, there is no one while we are doing the programming can say that, sir, I never do the mistake, or I know everything. Of course, when somebody does not know everything, of course, he will do the mistake. And we humans are prone to do the mistake. I delivered a training in the Amazon Gurgaon. Okay, there was a small office there. Okay, in which people are working. There was actually not a proper office, but there was a conference available. So I delivered a talk there on the same Python only. Okay, and I interacted honestly with those people whom people dreamed of meeting. Okay, those people were there, highly intelligent. Means even from Amazon was there. Means it was not like only Amazon was there. So some mediator was there who organized this conference, and I was just a speaker there. I was called there to just give some talks, few talks, barely 1 hour talk, but I met them. Okay, and when I listened them honestly, okay, they said, sir, I have a 17 years of experience in programming. Somebody was having 23 years of programming. Somebody was having uh, even 30 years of experience. They were very, very high level. Somebody's salary was, they told me, sir, they were not ready to tell the salary, but somebody said, sir, please tell me. So I say, sir, only in Hindi they call it roti pani ho jata hai. Something like this. Means it was just we eat and it's finished. So we just asked, sir, please tell us how much it is. Okay. So he just said that I can in a year, understand what I'm saying. In a year, I can buy 2 Range Rovers. In a year, I can buy 2 Range Rovers with my salary after finishing my expenses. That means more than 1 crore salary he must be having in annual, right? That's why he's mentioning more than 1 crore. But what he said, that was the main thing. He said, sir, I am still a learner. I know 30% of the programming. There are several concepts which I still don't know. Because in industry environment is that whatever task is given to you, normally we stuck to that. Whenever new actually the requirement comes, then we learn. Okay, then we learn. So never think that, first of all, never have a overconfident that I can do anything. No, you should do that work. I will try to do everything. That is the better word. I will try to do the thing, but never say I can do anything. Never say, never. It is not possible. Even when legends can say, we still stuck, we do errors, we do mistakes. Every time we do the mistake, right? So we are nothing. We are just kids in front of those legends. Okay, so never feel confident. Even never think that, okay, everything will be known to you. Learn, try your best. Rest, the God decides what happens. Okay, so let me come where the exception is. And this is, I am telling you because, I've seen the experiences. Okay, people believe that, okay, you are doing this thing, then you should know everything. No, it's not possible. It's not possible that you know, and when you will go to the industry, they will understand this requirement. They already know. When the people are not in industry, they think, okay, he's working in the industry, he will be knowing everything. It's not the case actually. It's not the real time scenario. Okay, it's not the case. When we work on the problems, then we come across, okay, what is this kind of problem? So now let me move ahead to exceptions. Okay, so what is the exception? And before the exception, let me talk about one thing: errors. Okay, everyone does the errors. Everyone, nobody is there who cannot do the errors. That's what I'm mentioning here. That's why actually the talk was essential here. Everyone does the error. What kind of errors? Let me show you. Normally, while we do the programming, there can be 3 kinds of errors. One kind of error, see what? I mentioned something, suppose age equals to 20, a variable. Then I mention if age is greater than 18, okay, and I mention print hello. Okay, let me execute this. I'll get an error, right? Immediately I get an error, syntax error, right? In syntax error. And can anybody troubleshoot this problem? What is the error here?
Colon.
Okay, and okay, I put a colon.
Indentation.
Yes,
Indentation.
indentation. 2 errors are there, right? Even I remove one of the one of the error. 1, 2, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, still there is error because I didn't put a colon here, right? So this is what? This is a syntax error that you can get in your program. Means you're syntactically wrong. But sometimes you may get an error where your syntax is right, still the program is wrong. Okay, syntax is right, but still the program is wrong. Means something mistake is there. Not program is wrong, your mistake is there. Means error is arise. See what is that? I mentioned int, but inside the int I passed a. Okay, so I'm trying to get integer value of a, which is not practically possible to achieve. So I will get another kind of error. See, this is your value error. Right? One error was what? When you made the syntax error. And one kind of error is what? when you didn't make any syntactical error and still you are getting an error. Further, let me show you, right? And let me do 5 divided by 0. Okay, again I get an error. See what? 0 division error. Still syntactically no problem is there. Division needs 2 things. So yes, just 2 operands. Perfect. So no syntax error. Syntactically it's 100% perfect. Similarly, if I mention hello multiply by 5, it is right. See, fine. But if I make it hello into hello, I will immediately get an error. But it will not be a syntax error because multiplication operation needs at least 2 operands. So 2 operands are there, right? It needs, sorry, multiplication operand needs 2 operands. So yes, 2 operands are there. So syntax error will be not be there, but different error will be there because right now what is happening? This multiplication operation is not supported by string. See, what am I getting? Type error. See, type error. Similarly, these 2 types of error we have seen. One in which there is a syntax error. So of course you will get a syntax error. Other is what? See, syntactically they are 100% okay. But what is happening here? Here is a problem with the data type. I've passed the wrong data type here. Syntactically it is fine. It needs an argument inside. So I put in that argument inside. Suppose I don't put an argument inside. Execute this, right? So I'm getting what? 0. Right? If I forget to put this, I execute this. See, I'm getting again syntax error because a parentheses were expected, which is you have not given. But if I suppose I give a parentheses, I even pass a parameter inside. Okay. So again, I'm getting an error, this time a value error. Invalid literal for integer. Okay. This is also fine. You're using division, but operands, again, 2 operands are there, syntactically 100% perfect, but you're dividing by 0. Here also multiplication needs 2 operands. So 2 operands are there, perfect, but data types are wrong. Again, you are getting an error. Okay. And how it happens, understand, you should understand how the Python program executes. Remember what happens? We write our, sorry, where we were going. I think here. Yeah. How the Python program execute, you write your high level language code, right? Then this code is sent to what? Remember, Python compiler, which generates an intermediate code known as bytecode. Okay. Then this bytecode goes to PVM, Python virtual machine, which converts this bytecode into the machine level language and execute this. And executes this. See, so first of all, when you send your high level language code, okay, who checks for the syntax? Remember, your Python compiler checks for the syntax. Okay, Python compiler checks for the syntax. If there is syntactical error like this, right, it will check for the syntax. It will not check the data type. Understand? It will not check the data type. It will check that, okay, syntax is fine now. I'm not bothered about the what data type you are passing. I will just check the syntax. Syntax is perfect like this. Yes, syntax is 100% perfect. No problem is there. So what if syntax is fine? It will convert that high level language code into what? Bytecode. But if there is error in the syntax like this, okay, syntax error, it will not convert your high level language code to the bytecode. It will not convert your high level language code to the bytecode. But suppose it passes through, means there is no syntax error. So you come here. Okay. Now it goes to the PVM. Now PVM, while, okay, trying to convert, while it is converting your bytecode into the machine level language code. Now it checks for what? The data types. Now it checks when it is converting into the machine level language and executing. Okay. And when it is executing the code, then means converting. What is the purpose of the PVM? Convert your bytecode into the machine level language code and execute it. Now it captures. Okay. Data type is wrong. Now it is capturing those things. What kind of error? These kind of errors. These actually we call as runtime errors, like value error, 0 division error, type error. Who captures these error, everyone? Remember, PVM captures these errors. These are called as runtime errors. Okay, so we just saw 2 kind of errors. We just saw one, which is the syntax error. And second kind of errors are your runtime errors. Okay, means Python compiler has passed that, but when PVM is dealing with that, PVM is generating these errors. Okay, these are what your runtime errors. And third kind of errors is more, they are known as logical errors. Okay, in these cases, actually, you can see the syntax errors there, you can see value error is there, zero division error is there, type error is there. But in case of logical errors, actually, no error will be coming to you. No error. That is actually your wrong logic. Because of wrong logic, you are getting the wrong result. That's it. Okay, that is because your wrong logic you have put on, and because of wrong logic, you are getting the wrong result. That is the only thing. Example, suppose your boss said, whatever the salary of a person is, okay, give him 30% increment and tell me what is his new salary. Okay, what is saying, take the salary of anyone, any person is there, increment his salary by 30% and tell me how much salary will be his final salary. So suppose I created a variable known as salary. Okay, his salary is 50,000. Okay, and you put a logic, something like that. Okay, a new salary will be equals to the old salary multiply by, he said 30% increment, you mentioned 0.3. Okay, you did that. You didn't understand the logic properly. You mentioned salary multiply by 0.3. And if I print my salary this time, see, you have reduced this salary, right or wrong? So this is what, this is the wrong logic that you have placed here. Yes, this is what wrong logic that he has placed here. So that's why you're not getting any error here. But result is not correct, right? Result is wrong. This is not the expectation is. This is the wrong logic that you have applied here. Okay, or you may use an if statement, a wrong logic. Instead of that, your boss may say, okay, do one thing, who is having salary above 50,000, give them 60% increment. Who are having salary less than 50,000, give them 40% increment. But you put a wrong logic there. So of course, your output will be wrong. Result is, means what is happening, there will be no error. But internally, there is a logical error that you have done. Right? So ideally, what should be done here? Instead of 0.3 should be 1.3. Okay, now if I execute this, this is fine. I've given him a 30% increment. Clear, everyone? Tell me.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Any doubt in this, please? Right? Now see, so we saw three kind of errors. What are the errors? One is a syntax error, second your runtime errors, and third one is your logical errors. Understand? So what is the exception? Now come to the exceptions. What do you mean by exceptions? Remember, exceptions are the runtime errors which can be handled by programmer. Okay, exceptions are the runtime errors which can be handled by programmer. It means programmer can handle those. Okay, so exception, I repeat once again, what are the exceptions? Exceptions are the runtime errors which can be handled by programmer. Clear, everyone? Means which kind of error that we are getting now here? Type error. Okay, value error, not this syntax error, right? Type value error, zero division error, right? Type error, or suppose this, you are trying to open a file which does not exist. Suppose I open file is equal to open. I'm trying to open a file which does not exist in my system, like I mentioned prof.txt, which is not there. I know it is not there. So I'll get file not found error. See, syntactically it is 100% correct. That's why I'm not getting an error. Oh, sorry. I think prof.txt I should pass here. Still I get an error, no problem. File not found error. No such file or directory, prof.txt. Syntactically, they are 100% perfect. So we're capturing them. Your PVM is capturing them. Now, these error you are getting, which are syntactically, means syntactically they are fine, but they are having other issues like file not found error, wrong data type, division by zero error. These can be handled by programmer. Okay, we can handle those by programmers. So what are the exceptions? Exceptions are the runtime errors, remember, which can be handled by programmer. Is it fine, everyone? Clear?
Yes, sir.
And tomorrow we'll see how can we handle those. Tomorrow we'll see, because I have another class in 5 minutes. Okay. So I'm ending for the day. Is it fine, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye. Take care. Okay. Bye.